New Vegas has many weapons to choose from. You could use a 9mm pistol, or a space laser, or a portable nuclear slingshot. But there's one weapon out there, so unusual, so niche? I don't know, I've never known. So unassuming, that there's a really good chance that you've never even used it before. That weapon is the missing laser pistol. And today, I'm gonna find it, and I'm gonna use it. So I start my life the same way all women do. Missing, because both of my parents failed to show up for my birth. The second I walk out of Doc Mitchell's door, I'm attacked by some asshole. I didn't even have a chance to put my spurs on yet. What's this guy's fucking problem? Whoever this guy is, he chases me down like his life depends on it, killing all the people and enemies I rush past. Naturally, to use the missing laser pistol, I need to first get into the Brotherhood's bunker. So I steal the mission holotape from Mo and loop back around through Black Mountain to Hidden Valley. When I enter the Brotherhood's bunker, I'm met by a bunch of jerkwads all fighting amongst themselves. Whoa, I remember these guys. They tried to kill me like 3 years ago. Oh man, good times, bad times, what the fuck do they want? I agree to the Brotherhood's demands. You know, anything to get away from that clusterfuck. Only 2 of them are still alive by the time that they let me go deal with Dobson. I drag those 2 over to him, figuring that either they kill him or he kills them. Either way, I win. Yeah, Dobson got rocked. Poor guy. Then I lead the Merc dudes into the Brotherhood bunker where they also get rocked. I agree to get that laser pistol for Knight Torres. And as I'm exiting the bunker, I look upon these mercenary corpses, and I mean, it would be a shame to just leave all their stuff here. At least until I see a shotgun barrel suddenly appear and I left in the blink of an eye. Oh, hey, it's the Netherverse agents again. I use some stealth boys from the Mercs to sneak into Scorpion Gulch, steal my laser pistol, and sneak out. And I fast travel over to Chet to buy a tiny amount of ammo from him. Oh, aiming down sights is useless apparently. This is probably a mod problem, but I don't care enough to fix it, to be honest. Big laser on my hip or something, I don't know. Now I return to Black Mountain and head through the classic route to Vegas. But I don't go to Vegas. No. There's a little secret hidden feature to the missing laser pistol. You can take it to the Sierra Madre. And you know what? I'm going to be doing exactly that at level 1. The first member of my new heist crew that I recruit is God. With only 1 energy cell to my name, I take God with me to deal with the riffraff. You are free to feel however you want about that. The next one is Dean, my favorite ghoul in the whole wide world. After him, I make a brief stop at a workbench to make some more energy cells. Then I rescue Christine from her autodoc prison and take the assassin suit from the clinic on the way out. Now it's time to get everyone in place for the gala. First up is God. I decide to be nice to God and make up for not going to church in like 15 years by getting him some delicious ghost snacks. For Christine, I stick to the good deeds and don't shove her into the scary deep dark basement. Same for Dean. I do some epic parkour to turn on the holograms for him. Now I have to get myself to the bell tower. Like with everything in my life, I continue to display nothing but neutral avoidance toward the ghost people while they swarm and attack me. After I flip the switches, I make a detour to grab the Sierra Madre's snow globe. Oh, I have plans for you. After I enter the casino, I enter the casino to get the power back on. And once it's on, oh, let's go gambling! Aw, dang it. Oh, hell yeah! After like 20 minutes of gambling, the holograms have had enough of me and ban me. Too little too late. All my winnings are enough to buy 539 stim packs, so now I have 571. Wait a second. Say that again. 571. 571. 57. Oh my god. That's the name of a song by a band that I really like. Over the intercom, Dog threatens to blow up the casino. And worst of all, then he plans on acting like he doesn't even know us. I can't let that happen. So I use a stealth boy to disable all the gas valves and start sneak attacking him. But I run out of ammo. Twice. Not to worry, I can turn the game down to very easy. Oh, God, I suck. Not to worry, I can use VATS to score only headshots. I never use VATS. I hate VATS, but it's a necessary... well, evil's a strong word, but evil. On my way out, I realized that there's a workbench at the door that I could have made more ammo with. That's a little embarrassing. Dean is nothing to worry about. We're best friends. That's my boy. My bastard, ghoulish boy. Christine and I are also friends, so I get her to unlock the elevator for me. When I'm down there, I think, I wonder if I could quick save phase through the walls and into the vault. And yeah, sure enough, I went right through. All the gold is mine. I want it. I'm keeping it. I earned it. Elijah comes down into the vault and I quick save phase back out of the vault and try to leave. But the elevator just sends me back to the suites instead of the fountain like it's meant to. Re-entering the vault, Elijah is right there waiting for me with the whiff of the old Gauss. Said it right, rifle. But I kill him, then exit again, and now I'm at the fountain. Slowly, I walk backwards to the exit, taking one last nice look at the casino, and get jumped by another Verse agent. I'm really glad that one of these assholes didn't show up earlier, because I can just leave. Real winners run the fuck away from Netherverse agents. Now that I'm home, I abandon all the gold. I don't actually want it. I just wanted to take it. It's good to be home. Anyway, we're gonna be leaving again. Yeah. Trust me. I have a plan. A vision. I have to go to the Big MT for something. Trust me, it'll make sense. It'll make sense. Just stick it out with me, okay? When I arrive at the satellite, it's a little bit too late to use it, so I wait around, getting interrupted by Malcolm, another Verse agent, 3 different competing PMCs, and worst of all, mole rats. In order to get away from them, I have to use 2 stealth boys while waiting, then finally sneak over to the satellite and slip away to the Big Empty. And you know what? That still didn't work, because one of those fuckers was right next to me the entire slideshow. I was expecting a fight when I appeared in the sink, but thankfully they pissed off during my lobotomy. Those quack docs ripped out my heart, my brain, and my spine. But look on the bright side. I was really only using one of those things anyway. The first of Klein's 3 special technologies I go after is the sonic emitter upgrade. I take a lovely trip down memory lane by going back to high school. Oh, sweet, young, innocent, high school-aged parable. There's just so much I wish I could warn you about, and yet I cannot. Gabe the dog is somehow the least difficult enemy I've had to fight so far. Regular lobotomites and robots take way more effort than him. The antenna is also an easy 2-minute get in, jump out type of job, not worth the time I've already spent talking about it. Then I assemble the Mark II stealth suit. And I'm sure you're wondering, yes, the spurs stay on while wearing it. Meaning that I jingle my way past all the robots to loot the safe. Now that I have everything, I try to fix my ailing, damaged, missing laser pistol at the sink. Here's the thing. Apparently merchants can't fix it. It's probably related to it being a quest item. Off the top of my head, I think all the other quest items are unbreakable, and you're supposed to have this one for like 5 minutes tops, so there's no point in adding the same quality to this one, I guess. And no point in giving it the ability to be repaired either, I guess. I wish the developers foresaw that in 16 years, I'd come along and suffer the consequences of this decision. But regardless, now I'm ready-ish to attack Mobius's Forbidden Zone. Last time I fought this giant robo-scorpion, it was over faster than you could say Lake Chargog Manchu... Lake Char... This time it's over in a much longer period of time, especially since my game crashes. On a second attempt, I use a stealth boy and sneak attack it from the shadows for like 10 minutes straight. I ran out of regular ammo, but I didn't think that would be a problem, because I have several hundred max charge and overcharge cells. Oh, the missing laser pistol can't use those. Fuck. Again, probably because they expected you to have this thing for 5 minutes total and just didn't bother. Thankfully, I managed to scavenge up enough regular cells for me to melt this scorpion down to a tiny pile of ash. Mobius is far too dorky and pathetic for me to kill. He reminds me of myself in a way. But I steal my brain back from him and head back to the sink to slot it back into my skull. Same for my spine and my heart. The think tank doesn't appreciate me not killing Mobius, and I don't appreciate the think tank not appreciating me not killing Mobius, so I kill the think tank. I came really close to running out of ammo at the end, but thankfully I persist and managed to win with only a few shots left. Alright, now let's go back home. Home sweet home, just as I left it. Wait a second. No, something's starting to look a little bit off. Whatever, we'll deal with that when the time comes. As you may remember from 12 seconds ago, I have a bit of an ammo problem. Alternate ammo types can't be loaded into the missing laser pistol. At least, not through normal means. You may know about a fun bug that lets you load any ammo into any weapon by using an exploit to favorite that ammo type. This may be controversial, but that's precisely what I do. At first it was only with the other energy cell types, but on my way to Vegas, the locals were pissed at me. I didn't even do anything to them. I'm starting to believe that I might be trapped in... Gasp! The transportal Ponder must have accidentally combined my world with the Netherverse, where all those Netherverse agents are from. What a crazy reveal after multiple videos of setting up this one bad joke. Okay, I had to start loading 5.56 into my laser pistol, or else we wouldn't be getting anywhere. Look. This is the type of thing I would only do in exceedingly unusual circumstances, and this is an exceedingly unusual circumstance. Now I go directly into the tops to kill Benny, and then directly into the Lucky 38 to kill House. I can verify that jury rigging actually does work on the missing laser pistol, not like that other time. Now I return to the tops to send Yes Man to the Lucky 38 to take over the network. He's still on my side, thankfully. I pay real close attention during the presentation, but really I was plotting. I believe that there's only one way to destroy the Netherverse once and for all. To set fire to the sun! No, wait. To blow up Hoover Dam. Yes, to blow up Hoover Dam. I also take the Meltdown perk after the presentation. I half expected it not to work with the run of bad luck I've been having the past few videos. The only side faction I've met is the Brotherhood, who I tell Yes Man that we can ignore. I take this time to go meet the Boomers instead, and by meet, I mean quick save phase through their fence and murder their leadership. Then I make a brief cut through Cook's territory to visit Red Rock Canyon. I've killed the Khans in a lot of videos, and this is going to be another one of those videos. Poor bastards are toast. After that I return to the strip to visit the Omertas. Why didn't I do this when I was on the strip earlier? Anyway, so I shoot the doorman to death and walk out. The White Glove Society is the next to face my ire. I've let them live and become cannibals. Way too much recently. They're all going down. And I'm getting out of here before anything bad happens. I return to Yes Man and tell him that none of the side factions are alive enough to help us. He gives me the override chip and ushers me off toward El Dorado. As I approach this substation, I run into none other than the Spanish Inquisition. I've gotta admit, I wasn't expecting that. But even though they had the advantage, I still won. Sniping the substation guards from a distance works out great. The chain reaction from Meltdown works wonders for me. I'm really glad my luck's turned around on that front at least. Before returning to Yes Man, I stop by Good Springs to craft a repair kit and steal Doc Mitchell's laser pistol to fix mine with. A kind young woman outside the Lucky 38 also donates a plasma pistol to the repair cause. I set off to Hoover Dam to complete my goal of, as you may remember, blowing up Hoover Dam. The NCR and Legion both try to stop me, but look, I really want to go back to my normal world, and then go home, and then get into my bed under my weighted blanket and take a nice long nap. And to do that, I have to blow up... you get the idea. I find my way into the control room to plug in Yes Man, then find the button to blow up Hoover Dam. I can't help but notice that things are starting to look better at least. Kinda miss the blue hair. NCR and Legion still want me dead. And text is still kinda messed up, but I've got a feeling that killing the Legate with my missing laser pistol will save the universe. The Legate's camp is filled with a lot of people and cows who all come running at me. I ignore them and run to talk to the Legate and... Second, gasp! Is that supposed to be me? Oh, forget what I said about the hair. That's bad. That looks bad. When I first started fighting me and my Legionnaires, I assumed that it wasn't gonna go my way. At least until one meltdown caused a chain reaction that drained my health and I killed I killed the other me with only a few more shots. More of my Legionnaires are still around, but only one more of them has to die for the quest to progress, where I can just walk to the door and Oliver comes marching in. I try to talk him down, but he didn't like any of what I had to say. So Yes Man and the boys turn him and his rangers into dust. And I want to go take a nap. I had 3 hours of sleep last night. It's been a really weird day. I'd rather not think about this anymore. Don't worry about the lore implications of whatever the fuck happened today. It's not canon. Oh, and I'm go check out Starling. They're really cool and I like them, and I asked if I could use that song and they said yes, and I like their music and they were nice to me, and okay, I'll see ya.